This means for professional gaming. This means for the entire gaming industry, which has been booming. They are now basically saying your industry is cooked. So let me break this down. Let's read this. And on the surface, let me say this. It may seem to a lot of people that are going to be like, well, who cares about gambling? Who cares about taxes? I saw the response on Twitter from people. Let me give the simple version. If you are a professional poker player, right? I say this right now because the World Series of Poker is currently happening. It's one of the biggest gaming sporting events in the world. It gets bigger and bigger every year. The biggest was just 2 years ago. The top prize is like $18 million. If it costs you, your business, you're flying around, you're buying special training softwares, whatever it might be, and then you're paying 10 grand to enter a tournament. If it costs you $100,000 in expenses for the year, you can only write off 90. So then if you end up winning $100,000 of the year, a break-even year where you're like, man, that year sucked, you will actually end up owing on $10,000 in income you do not have. Now, that, of course, matters very, very much for the poker pros and the poker industry, but gaming itself might turn on this the very last minute. So again, on the surface, it may seem like a relatively minor issue, but understand this. The entirety of Vegas, Penn Entertainment, Caesars Entertainment, they're opening a Caesars in New York. They're opening, I think, a Bally's in Chicago. They are spending hundreds of billions of dollars on gaming. And for them to slip in a provision that takes away your ability to itemize expenses as to your wagering and gaming, I don't understand how the gaming industry, like Caesars, is going to just let this slide. I have to imagine every politician in Vegas right now, every politician in Nevada is on the phone with their members of Congress and other members of Congress saying, we are going to spend as much as it takes to get this bill killed in the House by tomorrow because this destroys the gaming industry.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know a whole lot about the gaming industry, but to your point, like, there has never been, I don't think in all of American history, there's never been more places where people can go and gamble. There's never been more people that actually are interested in gambling for recreation the way that they are. And it's because of the availability of casinos and stuff. So I think it will make a difference, but I'm not sure. But I think that it's one of those things where it'll be a small constituency that really cares. And then there's going to be just like with the 2A people, it'll be a small constituency that really, really, really cares about this. And I think that you're going to see some of that kind of stuff throughout the bill. Small groups of people that really, really, really care.
Well, let's check this out. Let's see. What is the total market size of the gun industry in the U.S.? Because I'm curious, what's bigger? The gun industry or the gaming industry? Right now, with things like DraftKings and all,
you can only count professionals, though, right? Who are writing off business expenses, not the whole gaming industry.
So it's going to be a much bigger than just the professionals because this means anybody who's doing sports betting. Mm-hmm. Anybody who's like, I like going out on the weekends and I'm including on my taxes that I sports bet, I've got fantasy league football, whatever it might be. I mean, you just say this, the entirety of fantasy league, you're now you're getting 10%
cut. I can't write off my flight when I go to play fantasy football with my boys. Like, sorry.
I mean,
that doesn't seem like a big deal to me.
You're talking about a multi-billion-dollar industry. I
get it.
Being told they can,
but it's not a business.
It is.
Fantasy football is a business.
There are people who are. Yeah, absolutely. How much money do you think DraftKings is spending to maintain their app so that they can have all of these people playing fantasy league sports? I mean,
Fantasy Kings is a business, but people who do it recreationally for fun.
And if they're making $10,000 or $20,000 a year additional to their income, and they're saying that this is not a hobby, this is a source of income for my family. I have a league and we do sports betting or we do gaming, whatever it may be. This is Vegas. Like the idea that Vegas is going to sit back and say we're totally okay with this. My understanding is that this provision got added to the bill without debate and nobody knew it happened until the very last minute. That's why I'm saying I don't see a scenario where the gaming industry, as massive as it is, just sits back and says, we literally don't care. They jammed this in at the last minute. My point is, I guarantee you that whether you care about fantasy sports or not, and you think it's silly, the companies that are making $50 billion a year off this are shitting in their pants right now saying, holy fuck, they're going to shut us down.
I hope they are.
Amber, what are you doing here?
8 billion for the ammunition alone. The total firearms and ammunition business in the U.S. generates $19.7 billion.
Yeah. And again, it's not that the 2A people are, or it's not that the 2A lobby is the biggest. It's that they're the most committed.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.